Time for football. We got a few interesting stories today. Tom Brady's contract extension, which I'm sure a lot of you have been bugging to hear about. We mentioned earlier Alex Smith has been traded to the Kansas City Chiefs, and the scouting combine, which I feel is the biggest story right now, especially with Honey Badger and Manti Te'o. First of all, the first thing I really want to discuss is, first and foremost, obviously Manti Te'o. Now, Heisman Trophy candidate in college with Notre Dame led him to a undefeated season.
Nearly undefeated season.
Well, undefeated regular season. Nearly undefeated season. What I really don't comprehend here is how everybody's saying review his tapes from the Alabama game. They completely shut him out. They just stomped all over the kid. But I mean, it's a vintage Nick Saban Alabama team. I mean, you can't expect to, manhandle them like they manhandle everybody else. I mean, am I wrong?
Plus, you can't judge somebody based on just one game that you saw.
Exactly.
You have to judge them based on many games.
Yeah, it's a whole season of work that he put in.
Not to mention the big offensive linemen that he had to deal with on Alabama. They look like they could have been in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, Barrett Jones, first and foremost. He had really bad numbers at the combine. What was his vertical? 33 inches?
I don't know.
30. I think his vertical was only 33 inches. His 40 was 4.82. Granted, Brandon Spikes ran a 5.01. What did Tom Brady run? Like 5.5 something?
I don't know. He's slow.
Yeah, Tom Brady's like Phillip Rivers slow. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's really slow. So a good question here that I have is it's a poll for now. Post comments and questions and concerns and opinions on the page or on the videos on YouTube or Twitter. Do you think that those poor numbers hurt or enhance his draft stock, knowing that when Pro Day comes along, there's always the potential for you to do better? Because when Pro Day comes along, you're at home in your element and you're aware that you know that you can perform best. So that's a question heading into Pro Day. Next topic. Alex Smith has been traded to the Kansas City Chiefs for a second-round draft pick. That, I think, works in Andy Reid's favor because I totally think that he won the trade. I think that Alex Smith is far better than a second-round draft pick because when you draft, whether you draft really high or you trade down for draft picks such as the Patriots do, players are always, big name players like Manti Te'o and Honey Badger out of LSU. They make really great names for themselves in college, but you just don't know whether or not they're going to perform in the NFL. They could be a big star like they were in the NCAA, or they could just be a bust. Am I wrong?
No.
Tom Brady, 6th-round draft pick. Arguably the greatest quarterback to ever live. That's not a biased statement.
Yeah, some of the best players have come from really low in the draft, and some of the some top prospects, they end up being really bad, while some of the lower ranked prospects end up working their way up and being amazing.
Exactly. What?
Like Albert Pujols in baseball, I really like connecting everything to baseball. He was picked really low in the draft, and now look at him.
Yeah.
He's like a threat for the Triple Crown every year.
Mark Sanchez.
Butt fumbler.
Yeah, the butt fumbler. Wasn't he a first rounder when he went in?
Yeah, the Jets traded 2 picks for him to get him 6 from the Browns.
Yeah, exactly. See, he was great at USC, but when he came to the Jets, he was
A butt fumbler.
he's a butt fumbler. He's just another quarterback. Tim Tebow, perfect example. Sam Bradford.
He's still got to prove himself.
Yeah.
The Rams, I think. Well, Stafford's then. I guess you can't really compare that.
Yeah. Stafford's been pretty successful for the most part. Anyway, that's another poll. I got you. Who do you think won that? Who do you think won that trade?
Niners or Chiefs?
Yeah, the Niners or the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs won.
I definitely think the Chiefs won.
They
got a lot of talent for just a second-round pick.
Yep. Third and final poll question here for this week. Last topic this week. Tom Brady's contract extension. Now, he had 2 years left in his remaining contract, and he signed a 3-year extension for $27 million. That gives him 5 years for $57 million. Now, the criteria in this deal that he signed is whether or not, say he wanted to retire early or he got injured to the point where it sidelined him for the rest of his football career, he would still get all $57 million of that contract. Now, what people are complaining about is the fact that, oh, Tom Brady's a money hog, you know, if he gets hurt, he still gets all the money. That's not being a money hog. I mean, if you're a Patriots hater, maybe it is, and I don't mean to be rude by that, but a lot of people just seem to despise the Patriots.
Never heard a good reasoning for it.
Everybody says, oh, Spygate was bad. There's one difference between the Patriots and all the other teams. Patriots got caught, plain and simple.
Yeah.
You all do it, we did it, all right, so just everybody's got skeletons in their closet. That's what I have to say about that. However, Brady saved the Patriots, what, $8 or $9 million in cap space to work with?
Yeah, so they can sign other people.
Exactly. So they can go out in the free agent market. They can trade. They don't just have to rely on the draft this year, or they can sign guys like Wes Welker, Aqib Talib, which I mentioned. I think that was my first post on the page.
Aqib Talib.
Signing Aqib Talib and Welker.
I think they should really do that.
Yeah,
It's a good move.
yeah. You got to sign Aqib Talib. He strengthened up the secondary when he came here in week 12. Right? Yeah, week 12. His first touch on the ball here in New England was a pick that he returned for a touchdown. I mean, he returned it for a touchdown.
What week are we talking
12 against the Colts.
about? Okay, I think you're talking about the Niners.
No, that would have been great too.
Then when he picked up the fumble and tripped over Steve Gregory.
At least it's not a
Took him
butt
back.
fumble.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing compares to that.
Oh, Sanchez. Yeah, he was being economically smart in the sense that he's assuring himself a nice lump sum of cash for when he does retire, or in the event that he does get hurt, that it sidelines him for the rest of his career. He still gets the $57 million. And everybody says, "Oh, that's a dirtbag move. It's a dirtbag move. You know, he's being a money hog." Get out of here! I don't believe it for 1 second. That could be a new motto. Get out of here. I like
Get
that.
out of here.
Get out of town. Yeah, bastard. Yeah. Third poll, last one for this week. Do you think Brady's new contract extension helps the team for the better? Does it not help the team? Oh, here's another thing. Everybody says that it's hurting the quarterback market.
That doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't.
What reasoning do they have?
Yeah, I know.
They don't. It doesn't affect anybody else but Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Yeah. So that eliminates one team.
Exactly. It's
There's-
good for him, it's good for them, it's good for us, and it's good for you.
There's dozens of other teams out there.
Exactly. Well, that's just about all we got for this week. We hope you enjoyed. I'm not biased. I hope they're not. We'll see you next week.